Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo Radha Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo. Okay, Shri Draupadi said, we are with Pandavas now, Narada Muni and Pandavas. Many times, my dear friend Sri Krishna rescued me from great embarrassment. Many times he killed the demons who were my enemies. I always thought he would be merciful to me. Now my father, brothers, sons, and everyone else have fallen on the battlefield. I do not lament. I am surrendered to his will. What shall I desire? On the pretext of these calamities, he grants a great benediction that fulfills all desires. When all my relatives had been killed, Lord Krishna personally sat by my side and consoled me with many eloquent words. I pray that I may always drink the charming sweet nectar of his smiling words in this way. I am very far from any good fortune. He no longer comes as he came to us before. O sage, what kind of mercy is this? Sri Parikshit said. Kunti, for whom the sight of Lord Krishna was her life and soul, became stricken with grief, shedding tears as she remembered Lord Krishna's kindness and cruelty. To her. Kindness and cruelty, she spoke the following pitiful words. Kunti considered Lord Krishna staying in Dwaraka, where she could not have his continued association, to be his cruelty to her. So Sri Kunti said, Lord Krishna repeatedly delivered me, a helpless widow with sons, from a host of calamities. For this reason, I thought he was more kind to me than he was to his own mother Devaki. Now, both in my own home as well as in the homes of others, I can hear the wailing of the women whose relatives are now dead. My heart does not see this as mercy. I shall abandon this prosperous condition that robs me of the sight of Lord Krishna, and I shall pray for a host of calamities to bring him again within my sight. Thinking, because I have given them an unrivaled kingdom, the Pandavas are now happy. He has abandoned us. Now he stays always at Dwaraka. Gone is the hope that he will return here. For a long time I thought my death would be his mercy to me. The rope of hope that is the thought, Krishna is our dear friend, is now broken, severed by friction with the strong family ties Krishna keeps with the Yadu dynasty. Please go to visit the Yadu dynasty. They are most dear to Lord Krishna. They are plunged in a great ocean of incomparable transcendental bliss. O Lord Narada, you know their incomparable greatness. What can we say to describe it? Sri Parikshit said, O mother, O wife of the son of the sister of Lord Krishna, O wife of the son of the sister of Lord Krishna, Kunti Devi, Vasudeva's sister. At that moment, the great sage Narada quickly went to Dwaraka. He entered the palace and saw in the distance the exalted leaders of the Yadu dynasty. He repeatedly fell down like a stick to offer respectful obeisances. Narada saw the members of the Yadu dynasty comfortably sitting in their own seats in the Sudharma assembly house. They wore garlands of parijata flowers. They were very richly ornamented with the handsomeness of their bodily forms. They were entertained by splendid and festive music and dance, and they were glorified by poets with wonderful words. They spoke wonderful joking words among themselves and laughed. They were very charming, and the splendor of their forms eclipsed the sun. They were wonderfully decorated with many kinds of very splendid ornaments. Everyone, even the very old, was in the prime of youth. For them, the greatest happiness was always to drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's lotus face. Surrounding Maharaja Ugrasena, they respectfully waited for the arrival of Lord Krishna Deva. The Yadu dynasty. Countless millions of Yadus waited, eagerly talking about Lord Krishna, and their hearts and eyes fixed on the path coming from Lord Krishna's residential quarters. How beautiful is the description, as if we are in Dwaraka now. Becoming aware of Narada's presence, the Yadavas hastily ran to him, lifted him up, and at once led him by the hand into the assembly hall. He was offered a great and splendid throne, but he would not sit on it. By his own wish, he sat on the floor. Everyone at once sat around him. When they brought paraphernalia to worship him, Narada, the humble leader of the divine sages, bowed down before them with folded hands, stood up and addressed them. O great souls, who have obtained the mercy of Lord Krishna's lotus feet, please be kind to me and allow me to wander through this universe, always singing your glories. The Yadu dynasty is the most glorious. The Yadus are more glorious than the residents of Vaikuntha. By the mercy of the Yadus, this world of man has become more glorious than Vaikuntha. O earth, now your life is a great success. For now the Yadus have taken birth, reside, and enjoy pastimes on your surface. Now the Supreme Personality of Godhead resides on your surface in the homes of the Yadus and enjoys with them many unprecedented transcendental pastimes. By placing himself before the eyes of the Yadavas, by conversing with them, touching them, following them, sitting with them, eating with them, sleeping with them, arranging for marriages between their families, and in many other ways, Lord Krishna bound the Yadavas with unbreakable bonds of intense love, stronger than the love they bore for their own selves. In this way, he broke their desire for impersonal liberation or residence in the celestial material planets and greatly increased their pure devotion to him. By enjoying transcendental pastimes in their company, Lord Krishna, who has now forgotten Vaikuntha Loka, gives to the Yadus an indescribable and intense transcendental pleasure that is newer and newer at every moment. Even though engaged in sleeping, sitting, walking, talking, playing, bathing, eating, and a host of other activities, they are so absorbed in love for Lord Krishna, they cannot remember anything except him. Oh, great King Ugrasena, who is able to describe the wonderful glory of your great good fortune? Ah, it is very wonderful. It's a great mine of wonders. Jewel mine of wonders. The Supreme Personality of Godhead allows himself to be controlled by the love of his devotees. O King of the Yadus, when you are seated on the throne, Lord Krishna stands before you like a servant and respectfully says, "Oh, my Lord, please be kind to me, and I am your servant. Please order me." For this reason, I offer my respectful obeisances to you again and again. For this reason, I offer my respectful obeisances to all your relatives, friends, servants, and anyone connected with you. Sri Parikshit said, then all the Yadus, who are great devotees of Lord Krishna, the deity of the Brahmanas, bowed down before the great sage Narada, touched his feet, and said, the Yadavas said, even our master, the great Lord Krishna, worships you. O Lord, why do you bow down like a lowly person to offer respects to us who are so lowly and unimportant? O eloquent orator who has defeated even Lord Brahma, it is only because of the great power of Lord Krishna, the king of the Yadus, that what you have said about us is not untrue. Not untrue means it is true. With the slightest scent of Lord Krishna's association, what person will not attain perfection? Lord Krishna is a jewel mine of great mercy. He is the best friend of everyone. He is an ocean of great transcendental glory. Remembering him grants all the goals of one's life. He is the only shelter of the poor and shelterless. To the humble and lowly, he gives a benediction far more valuable than material piety, economic developments, sense gratification, or liberation. However, among us, the fortunate Uddhava is the real object of Lord Krishna's mercy, great mercy. Uddhava is Lord Krishna's counselor, disciple, servant, and dear friend. The Lord sometimes leaves us and goes traveling, not noticing our suffering. He goes away. Sometimes the Lord sends Uddhava to go accomplish something that should actually be done by the Lord himself. Uddhava's going to deliver Shamba is an example of such a mission. That's page 186. We will continue next time. Shri Sanatana Goswami ki jaya, Shri Prabhupada ki jaya, Samved Bhakta Vrinda ki jaya.